Hey guys, like I said at the end of the previous video, we are finally at the stage where we can install the trim piece here and call this area done. So for that I sprayed already primer here, and I primed also the ends here where I heated it, so the paint was burnt inside. That's why I sprayed primer inside, and now I'm gonna put some seam sealer inside, and I'm gonna mount this in place and weld the two ends, and that's gonna be it. I'm putting a seam sealer here just so water doesn't go inside this channel, because when it is here, water might go inside and stay there and keep everything wet. That's why I'm gonna try to fill this channel with seam sealer, and hopefully that's gonna work. The bottom end needs to go up, but first I'm going to tack it on the top. Okay. Well, perfect. That's all. Alright, this is how I'm gonna leave it. So let's go to the other side now. Alright, I think that's it. Let me give you a closer look at this one as well. Alright. It's shiny, so I don't know how well you can see it, but that's what it looks like. I think it's pretty good. Of course there's gonna be a little bit of body work, but that's perfect. Alright, and before we call this area done, I want to do something else. I want to sand a little bit here where I did all the metal work, all the welding, and see if I have some very high spots that are gonna keep my Bondo too thick, because I have to do some Bondo here, of course. So I don't want it to be too thick though, so that's why I want to sand it a little bit and see where the high areas are, and then maybe with the shrinking disc I can shrink them, or we'll see. So you see here and here, these are high, and this means that here I'm going to have to fill up a lot. So let's see if we can shrink them down. So I've never done that before, so don't judge me too bad if I do it wrong, but I'll start with this area here, or with this. Which area do you see? I'll start with this here a little bit, and we'll see where we're gonna go. I'm gonna be cooling it down with air because I don't like putting water. Actually, let me blow this. don't know how hot it is. I don't know if I did anything at all. Wow, I can literally feel it. It sunk. Okay, let's try here. It works. Wow. Okay, a little bit this here. Wow. But now we're gonna give it the ultimate test. You see those little dents on the hood? These are actually pushed out because these are probably from the radiator hose clamp. It's very common on Spitfires and GT6. So now I'm gonna try to shrink those. Let's see if this is gonna work. So first I'm gonna get rid of the paint. This one, I think somebody tried to hammer it in, and there is a hole actually here. So this one will need to be welded first. But let's try with this one first. I don't know if you can see where it is, but I can. Wow, no dent, it's already in. Oh my god. How come? Okay, let me weld this. This one doesn't need shrinking. Now that I welded it, it shrunk on its own. So the two dents are done. Good. So now officially we can call this area completed. Finally. Of course, completed from the metal side of the things. We're gonna have to do some bodywork there, but that applies to the whole car. So now the next thing is right there. If you remember, on the other side we had to make a big flange to replace here, but this one looks in better shape, I hope. So I am planning only to cut this flange from here to here. I hope that's gonna be an easy repair. So let's see. Looks like it is in a good shape. Now there are two layers of metal here, but I'm gonna replace them with one. I'm just gonna grind what's there. Perfect. That's done too. Alright, and the last thing that we're gonna do today, because it's getting late, is we're gonna check this area here, because if you remember on the other side I had a lot of pinholes here, and I had to replace like little patches here, and it took me a couple of hours. So I hope this side is in better condition, because I already worked here, and some areas like here, for example, I had to put plug welds. So now if I have to remove this channel, it's not gonna be so easy. There's only one way to find out. Well, that's a relief, isn't it? I was afraid to do that for a couple of weeks already. Ever since I fixed the other side, I kept thinking about this side, like, oh my god, is it the same or even worse or whatever? But it turns out that it doesn't need anything to be done, so whew, I'm really relieved. So that's gonna be it for today. Not for you. For you it's gonna be more, I guess, because I don't have enough material for one video, but for me, I'm gonna call it a night, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow. And I guess tomorrow we're gonna move to the battery tray. There I have an idea, but I'm gonna tell you what my idea is when I start working on it. So see you tomorrow. Count to 2. 1,000 to 1,000. So you see, time flies. It's the next day. So, like I said yesterday, or actually, what did I say? I said battery box, right? Yeah, but I don't want to start a new project before I finish the old ones that I started a long time ago. So I think we will go and check what's going on with this dent on the hood. Remember, I had issue with that when I had the bonnet detached and it was just sitting on the floor, and I was trying to pull this with the sliding hammer, but nothing was happening, and I came to the conclusion, and everybody also gave me the same advice, that it needs to be supported by something, because it was flexing a lot. I mean, it was when I used the sliding hammer, every impact of the hammer was flexing it out like that instead of pulling. So now what I think I'm gonna do, okay, that's solid now. So let's see now. I think it moved where it's supposed to be, but now this lip needs to come out too. So I'm gonna grind all this away, and I'm gonna weld just here on the lip. I'm gonna weld couple. Try to wiggle them, they leave a hole there. So I need to cut them and grind them. I'm gonna grind them later. Now I'm gonna weld right on the lip here, so I can pull the lip out. Let's see if this is gonna work. Doesn't work too well. Yeah, I'm gonna cut everything off and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. made it like a Swiss cheese here. I'm gonna have to weld all these holes. Okay, how do you like my new setup? So this is hooked up to the pole over there, and now I can pull as much as I want because the car is not gonna move, because it is strapped to this other car here. Unless I move both cars at the same time. I need to pull more. That's under a lot of tension now. Here it looks pretty much okay. I'm gonna move it here now to pull here a little bit more. Right, the opposite side of how it would be comfortable for me. If I can hammer with my left hand, but I can't. I just need to bring this back a little bit in, and I think everything is gonna be fine. The only thing is, now I'm not sure this width, if it is consistent or not. Like, I can't really tell, so no, I went out. Yeah, actually, it looks good. So that's from this angle. I don't know. Does it look like it's going in and then out? Right here? Or that's my eyes? I don't know. But I think it looks fine. This is where I'm gonna leave it. I think that looks much better than what I expected. And it feels much better. Alright, I have to pull out the welder now and weld all these holes. Alright, that feels beautiful. That feels okay for me. Maybe there's a little bit going in here, maybe just 1/8 of an inch, but can do it better than that, so I'm gonna leave it like that, and the rest is gonna be body filler. So let's see what's inside this. Alright, that's pretty bad. Needs to be replaced, but you know what, I'm thinking I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Yeah, it's too late now, it's about 8 o'clock, so I don't want to start with that. I'm gonna do it later. Maybe what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut a piece. Okay, now I'm gonna draw with my left hand. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut both pieces actually, the inside and outside, and I'm gonna replace them both one by one. First I'm gonna replace the inner piece here, I'm gonna grind it, and then I'm gonna replace the outer piece. But that's gonna happen tomorrow. Alright, and that's gonna be it for this video, and I'm gonna be back with my next one as soon as possible, I promise. So see you later, alligators.